Welcome into today's session. Before we begin, I want you to know you're in a safe space right now, a space where judgment doesn't exist, only curiosity, a space where you get to explore who you are, even if right now you're not entirely sure who that is anymore. Today, we're going to talk about something that feels simple on the surface, but when life hits hard, it becomes complicated. Belief in yourself. I know you've been navigating a low point lately. I know confidence feels distant, almost like a language you used to speak but somehow forgot. And you're wondering if you will ever get it back. Well, you will. And today is one step toward that. Let's get started. One of the first things is realizing that you have to meet yourself where you are at the moment. You know, people often think confidence is about being fearless or strong every day. But confidence, real confidence, starts with honesty. So let me ask you something gently. Where are you right now? Emotionally, where are you? Mentally, where are you? Energetically, where are you? If your answer includes confusion, frustration, discouragement, or disappointment, good. Yes, good. Because clarity begins with truth, not with pretending. And you're being honest with yourself. One thing I want you to understand is this. Your current low point is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of your season. We've talked about that before. Seasons change, and so will this. The version of you sitting here today isn't broken. It isn't weak. You're simply tired, worn, stretched, overwhelmed, maybe even lost. But lost is not the same as incapable. Lost does not mean hopeless. Lost simply means you're on the path of rediscovery. And rediscovery, that's where belief is born. One thing about losing confidence is we start to lie to ourselves. Let's talk about the mind for a moment. When we hit a low point, the mind becomes a storyteller, but not a very kind storyteller. It whispers things like, "You're not enough. You failed. Everyone else has it figured out. You don't have what it takes. No one believes in you, so why should you believe in yourself?" Does any of that sound familiar? More importantly, do any of those statements help you? Of course they don't. Yet the mind repeats them. And over time, you start to confuse those thoughts with truth. Here's something most people never realize. Your mind is not trying to hurt you. It's trying to protect you. When you've been disappointed, the mind wants you to prevent from feeling disappointment again. When you've been criticized, the mind wants to shield you from future pain. When you've experienced failure, your mind tells you to stop trying. Not because you're incapable, but because it's trying to keep you safe. But safety is not the same thing as growth. And staying safe is not the same thing as believing in yourself. Today, we begin teaching your mind a new story. Believe it or not, you already have evidence of strength, even if you forgot it. Let's shift something right now. Close your eyes, unless you're driving, and think back to a moment in your life when you overcame something you weren't sure you could handle. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be the day you kept going when everything in you wanted to quit. a time you were afraid but moved forward anyway, a challenge that stretched you but didn't break you, a painful experience that transformed you. You got it? Good. Ask yourself, if I overcame that, why wouldn't I overcome this? You see, belief in yourself isn't something that you magically have. It's something you strengthen by remembering the truth of who you are. You have survived every obstacle you've ever faced, believe it or not. You have healed from wounds you once thought would last forever. You have rebuilt yourself after moments that were meant to break you. You have stood up every single time life has knocked you down. You are more powerful, more capable, and more resilient than your doubts want you to believe. The evidence is in your story. You just haven't looked at it in a while. Inner voice is very powerful, and we need to rewrite what that inner voice is telling you at this time. Let's talk about that inner voice, the one that's been very loud lately. Belief in yourself begins with new language. You don't have to jump from I'm struggling all the way to I'm unstoppable. That's too far of a leap. But you can move from I don't know if I can do this to I'm willing to try. You can move from I'm feeling weak right now to I'm learning how to be strong again. You can move from I've lost confidence to I'm rebuilding it intentionally. Small shifts create big transformations. Confidence doesn't return in a lightning bolt. It returns in steady, subtle upgrades to the way you speak to yourself. This is the part of your life where you practice gentleness. This is the part where you learn how to speak to yourself the way you speak to people you genuinely care about. Imagine talking to a friend who felt the way you do right now. Would you call them a failure? Would you say they're not enough? Or would you say, you're going to get through this? I believe in you. Exactly. So why is everyone else deserving of compassion except you? Actions will always speak louder than words. So let's start building belief through action. So let's take some practical steps. Confidence is an emotion, yes, but it is also a skill. And like any skill, it strengthens through action. I want to give you a simple formula. One small promise kept daily. I'm going to say that again. One small promise kept daily. That's it. Pick something achievable, not a huge life change, not a dramatic overhaul, something small enough that success is almost guaranteed. Maybe I will drink one extra cup of water today. I will walk for 5 minutes. I will write down one thought I'm grateful for. I will make my bed. I will spend 2 minutes breathing deeply. Small promises build trust, and trust builds belief. Because here's what's happening to you psychologically. When you constantly keep small promises to yourself, your mind starts saying, hey, they show up for themselves. They follow through. They're capable. They're reliable. They can do more. Suddenly, belief grows organically, not from hype, not from pressure, but from the evidence you've shown yourself. Your identity is not defined by this low point. Please remember that. Let's zoom out for a moment. The low point you're experiencing right now, it's not your identity. It's a temporary chapter, a plot twist, an emotional season, but it is not the full story. You're allowed to be a work in progress. You're allowed to not have all the answers. You are allowed to rebuild. You are allowed to rise slowly. You are allowed to find your strength again, not instantly, but gradually. What you're feeling right now, it's not a permanent state. It's a signal that something inside of you is ready to evolve. Low points don't come to destroy you. They come to redirect you, to humble you, soften you, strengthen you, realign you, and to reveal parts of yourself you've ignored. This moment is not evidence that you're failing. It's evidence that you are transforming. You don't have to believe in yourself 100% to move forward. Belief returns slowly, and sometimes you have to borrow belief from someone who sees your potential before you do. So hear me clearly. I believe in you. I believe in you. Not because you're perfect, not because you have it all figured out, not because you're never afraid. I believe in you because you're showing up even when life feels heavy. I believe in you because you're willing to look at yourself honestly. I believe in you because you're willing to grow even when growth feels uncomfortable. Borrow my belief until yours rises again. Let it hold you for now. Let it carry you forward. Let it remind you of what you're capable of, because you are capable. You are enough. You are worthy. You are strong. You are rebuilding. I believe in you. Visualize yourself 6 months from now. You wake up with clarity, with confidence, a sense of purpose. You walk differently, head higher, shoulders soft, heart steady. You feel grounded in who you are. You trust your decisions. You trust your inner voice. You trust your strength. You see yourself smiling more, breathing deeper, judging yourself less, and showing up more fully. Now zoom in on that version of you. Notice their energy. Notice their presence. Notice how they carry themselves. I want you to tell them one thing. I'm on my way, because you are. Every day, every moment, every tiny step. Belief in yourself isn't something you lost. It's something that got buried underneath exhaustion, disappointment, fear, and pressure. But it's still inside you, still alive, and still reachable. Every time you speak kindly to yourself, every time you show up, even when you're discouraged, every time you take a small step forward, you strengthen that belief. And one day soon, you'll look back at this session and realize it wasn't your downfall. This was your turning point. Do you feel that? That's you, alive, fighting, healing, becoming. You are not done. You are not defeated. You are not broken beyond repair. You are rebuilding, and that rebuilding is going to reveal a version of you that feels stronger, clearer, and more confident than ever before. You're on your way. I'm so proud of you, and I believe in you deeply. You're doing the work, and it shows. Self-mastery is the new luxury.